How many times have you done something unintentionally and then regretted it? You think you control your life, only you decide what to do, how to act, how to talk, and how to think. You believe you have full control, but you couldn't be more wrong. You're too complex to simply understand. Only the way you act every single day shows who you truly are and what you truly value. You're not aware of most of your own biases, and sometimes you don't even know your true opinion. We are a mystery even to ourselves. As scary as this phrase sounds, we ourselves don't fully know and control who we are. The unconscious rules everything. You cannot take over its control, but you can lead it into the right direction, influence it. The unconscious mind is something which you cannot bend to your will. It will operate how it wants to. It is something that is automatic, and its actions occur with a lack of awareness and intention. You may not consciously intend to say something, but it may still slip through. It is a combination of all the things your mind has processed, all the information you acquired, and the events you went through in your life. The most important are the early years of your life, the ones you don't even remember. That is when most of your unconscious mind is formed, and it evolves with this information further. But the early years remain an incredibly strong foundation. From these first couple of years, you may not remember the exact things and events, but it doesn't mean they aren't a huge part of who you are. The emotions you felt and the events you experienced became a part of your unconscious mind and guided you forward. The paradox of the unconscious is that we don't always understand what is influencing us, cannot fully control it, and therefore are often unable to avoid a specific behavior. It would seem logical that you are in full control of your own mind, but that is not the case. You can try extremely hard to completely not judge people by their looks, but that will never happen. Some specific things are just deeply built inside of us. The biases we build around people and things in the outside world are unconscious, and it's really hard to control them. The unconscious mind is responsible for most of our behaviors, feelings, and thoughts, but we have little idea how it truly works. It composes a large part of who we are and how we act in the outside world. The intersubjective environment is what shapes your unconscious, what environments you've been through your whole life, and how you perceive them. It is important to understand that if you feed your unconscious mind with low-quality information, you'll most likely be a low-quality person. That is why whenever you're surrounded by people you don't like, your unconscious will still lead you to emulating some of their habits and behaviors. Humans are social animals, and your unconscious mind is trying to help you fit in with a crowd. If you want the reverse effect, if you want to better your unconscious, put yourself in the right environments and consume high-quality information. Want to be more disciplined? Hang around more disciplined people. Same goes with everything else. This imitation of others in our environment happens for a specific reason. Throughout evolution, unconsciously adopting what others around you are doing makes a good adaptive sense, especially in new situations and with people you don't know. Research on the unconscious mind suggests that not only do people tend to adopt the physical behavior, posture, facial gestures, arm and hand movements of strangers with whom they interact, without intending to or being aware they're doing so, but this unconscious imitation also tends to increase liking and bonding between individuals, serving as a kind of natural social glue. The unconscious stores memories, habits, and certain patterns of behavior inaccessible to voluntary recall, a place where your memories are to which sometimes you can get access to, and sometimes cannot. Traumas you forgot about may still be there, unconsciously affecting your behavior. An unpleasant situation which happened to you as a kid may still be affecting you today, even though you consciously forgot about it. The fun part is, you're not alone in your own head. You're not of one mind. Different emotions overtake you, different patterns of behavior, and you're different at certain times. Your overall self is eventually a construct of all your different self states. Our instincts and emotions based in the more ancient structures of our brain can overtake and control us. We have some power over them, but it's not easy to control the chimp in your brain. A chimp in the brain is a separate idea from the unconscious. Why is it called a chimp? It is a part of your brain that reacts based only on emotions. Something unpleasant happens, the chimp will try to make you angry. That's also how you get anxious, and then your conscious mind has to deal with it. How often do you have internal contradictions? How often do you not know what's the right thing to do? How often do you battle with your own self? We are full of internal contradictions, thoughts we don't like ourselves, and behaviors we would love to get rid of. But for some reason, it's incredibly hard. We can't. To achieve that, we have to destroy a part of our unconscious beliefs. We have sub-personalities. Every one of us. The lazy one who just wants to lay on the couch and be comfortable the whole time. And the disciplined, ambitious you who is ready to do anything to achieve a certain goal. The nice one and the rude one. A calm version of you and an irritated version of you. You overtaken by the desire for revenge, or you in a peaceful state of mind. It depends who wins. That is your conscious choice. The chimp in our brain, fully controlled by emotions and outside circumstances, or the rational conscious part of your mind. It is scary that much of what is happening inside of you is inaccessible to your conscious understanding. You sometimes do and say things you don't understand, for the reasons you don't understand. How many times have you regretted saying something? Me personally, a ton. In several situations, we do things without even consciously thinking about them. Conscious processes kick in after a behavioral impulse has occurred in the brain. That is, the impulse is first generated unconsciously, and then consciousness claims it as its own. Unconscious processes not only adapt as to the present situation, but they also influence the tracks we lay to guide our future behavior. This helps us go through life, but can sometimes play a very negative role. It once again shows the importance of managing your unconscious. Feeding it with high quality information will lead you to make high quality decisions. If you consume a bunch of trash, you'll make poor decisions. The unconscious is a supercomputer where the vast majority of our mind's processing occurs below our conscious awareness. You may get stuck in a certain view of the world constructed from your unconscious biases. The only way to break it is to notice it consciously and start addressing it. If you're not conscious enough of your own thoughts, the unconscious will take full control. The unconscious is what builds and doubles down the incredibly complex world we live in into something our mind can manage. We become very attracted to someone we don't want to be attracted to. We delve into habits we don't want to engage in. Something grips you and you can't control it, driven by this mysterious power that is not visible to our conscious awareness. That's the reality. It is important to understand it as much as we can and learn to take control over it. The unconscious mind is the deepest level in the structure of self. It is a base of who you are, how you think and behave. A biological supercomputer inside your own head, inside every single one of us. Even while it's not directly accessible, you cannot just directly go into your unconscious, but you can explore pieces of it. What's inside has an incredibly strong effect on your conscious mind. You explore it by noticing and deeply thinking about the biases you have, analyzing and breaking down your thoughts, looking into the structure of your dreams. The process of exploring your unconscious is most often not a pleasant process. It contains all the trauma and fears you have, plays a big role in your judgment and decisions in life. But by actually exploring it, you can learn to know yourself, gain truly special insights. What's in your unconscious has an incredibly strong effect on your conscious mind. They're different, but interconnected. One can influence the other. You need to begin by analyzing yourself. Develop a sense of curiosity towards who you are. Ask why do you have a negative bias towards something, or why you don't like that person. Why are you avoiding this event? Why do I do things in a certain way? Why do I respond in a negative tone when people ask me about this? Continuously explore the events and your own behavior in life. Observe oneself almost from the view of a third person with no emotions attached. That is really hard, but it's worth trying. Step outside of your little world. We do a lot of things automatically. It's crucial to stop and think. Why are we engaging in this specific behavior? Why is a question you often ask to external things, but sometimes it's important to ask why to ourselves. Learn to slow down and analyze oneself. Bring on the old experiences and connect them to new emotions. This process creates new neural pathways and helps rewire your unconscious mind, associating new emotions with the old experiences. Don't forget that the unconscious mind is essential. It is what keeps you from going completely mad. You definitely don't want to be conscious of everything. It's impossible anyway. Try looking at what's directly behind the back part of your head. Remember, we can only know ourselves so much. Else remains a mystery, and maybe that's exactly what you want. It was a pleasure to create this video, and I wish you a great day.